really?
Hello, you grizzly bunch, and welcome to this week's weekly rant. Oh, have I got some cool stuff for you this week? Now, to kick things off, I have made a new friend. Now, I signed myself up to a few pages on Facebook to kick things off for me and to talk to people and get myself into the community and get to know guys and girls and sort of just get a feel for the whole thing. And just sort of saying hello and telling people how I feel and whatnot. I've made a new friend and his name is AJ Faz 1984. That is his channel name, and I will post a link in the description below. Like I said on my Facebook page, you guys, go and check him out. He's just reached his 200 subscribers. Now, I did put a post to ask you to go over and say hello, say that I sent you, to get him to the 200 subscriber mark. I don't know if any of you guys were responsible for it, because he was at 199. He's now at 201 at last count. So if any of you guys were responsible for going over and putting him up to that 201, please make yourself known in the comments below so I can personally say thank you very, very much to you, because that is an awesome thing if you guys were responsible for it. So, yeah, in making my new friend, it's really great to start getting to know him. He's an awesome guy and he does some awesome videos. I've had the pleasure of looking at his content. He's just great and he plays some really wicked games as well. And on that note of playing games, we are actually going to be doing some collaborations together. We have some games in mind and I really am looking forward to playing some co-op games on the PS4. Now, I usually do VR games on the PS4, but I've really seen some cool games to play just ordinarily and just record myself like playing these games instead of doing it through VR and whatnot. I'm going to be playing some normal games for you on the PS4. We've actually got a few in mind and they look absolutely fantastic. I won't spoil any surprises because I think he's going to keep his side of it a surprise as well, and then you'll find out when we bring it out together. But I'm really looking forward to it, and it is so good to have made a new friend. I'm really happy to have met this guy and to start work. I can't wait to start working with him. It's really going to be some cool times. I'm so excited at the moment. You can probably tell. But yeah, some good times ahead. With that in mind, I've actually started going back and looking. I've actually got a whole cupboard down here. I'm not going to move the camera because you guys will just get sick. Down here, just below the camera, there's a cupboard and it's full of old games. And I've literally... my computer's, if it could, it would be giving me the birdie because I've been trying to install some old games and see if they would work, and some of them are just too old. They won't go on the system, and I don't know of any way to get them to work other than to find maybe a laptop and install maybe a half decent laptop and install an old OS on it that is common to all of the games. An old OS so I can play and record from there. It would be because it would be good to play some of these retro games. I don't know if Steam has any of them for the PC. It would be worth a look actually, but they wouldn't install standalone. Otherwise, Steam would have taken over and said, "Oh, hello." But I couldn't get to install. But I have managed to install without any issue. Now, I haven't attempted to play it yet, and I'll sort that out when I get round to it. I have, if you guys can see that, that has been with me for so long. Now, this was maybe in my teens. Now, I'm 35 now, and this comes from my teenage years, this does. And this still installed on the computer. Absolutely fabulous. No problems whatsoever straight on, and I'm really, really chuffed with that. I'm looking forward to making sure it will play, because I'm looking forward to playing some games on that. Now, I really, really would like to find some people with a PC that will play this with me, because I want to play some PvP on Age of Empires, because I used to play it back in the day. Yeah, it wasn't great, but it wasn't great back then. But then I was younger. I'd like to say I'm wiser now, but I hope so. But I look forward to playing that, and I really want to see if some of you have a PC and you have maybe the same collector's edition, or you have all of them separately or whatnot. It would be good to find out if you do, and if you'd be up for playing that online. That'd be great, because I'd really, really like to get back into something like that. I do have the third edition of it as well, so you can see it, so the camera doesn't spaz out because of my lamp. I have the third edition as well. I know that will play on my computer. As to what level it will play, it's a bit more of an interesting question. But I think this is a different PC to what I tried to play it on last time. So fingers crossed it will play properly, because I think the last computer I tried to play it on was a little bit demanding. But we'll find out soon enough. This is the last one I managed to install, and that is possibly one of my favourite games of all time. And I did actually have a few expansions for it. I think one expansion for it, and I know there are some really cool storylines out there for it as well. So I'm looking forward to activating that and downloading all the expansions, and I might do some story walkthrough videos on it, some playthroughs, or some let's plays, as they say. I'll do some let's plays on it, and then I'll go through the campaign so you can see how silly I am, how weird I do things, and maybe if I can find some people, I will try and see if I can organise some PvP multiplayer on that as well as some PvE, because I'm pretty sure you can fight the computer. Now that would be good. That would be really, really cool. So I'm looking forward to that. Those are sort of three games I'm looking forward to playing on the channel, and hopefully connecting with you guys and playing with you as well. So that's the sort of biggest news out of the way. I could not contain that any longer. I'm so happy to have made a new friend, and I look forward to the future and playing some good games with my new friend. Now, playing new games as well. Playing new games as well. I assume you've seen maybe my post on Instagram. If you haven't got me on Instagram, I am on Instagram. I will post a link in the description below, and come and follow me on Instagram, and I will try and get myself going on there, taking pictures of things I'm doing, events, and little behind the scenes and stuff like that, and just regular old bits of fun in my life. And I will get that going as quickly as possible. But I am on Instagram, and if you have seen, I've nearly finished the setup of this room. I've got to sort that monstrosity out behind me, because it's a little bit untidy at the moment, as you might be able to see. I've got to sort that out, but that's mostly paranormal gear that I've got to deal with. But as far as gaming is going, all I've got left to do is to get a wall bracket for my TV, so I can mount my TV on the wall, hook everything up, and make sure we have an Xbox gameplay capture card. If you guys have any recommendations on that, because I know Jody has been, Joe Dog as you know him, he's been doing some research for me, and without telling you what he's picked out, I want to see if you guys have picked out the same thing. If you guys have any suggestions on capture cards or gameplay recording devices for the Xbox One, let me know what is the best one to do between an Xbox and a PC, so I can record Ark gameplay, because me, Joe Dog, and a few of our friends, and of course by no means least, Shell, we will all be teaming up and doing our own Ark adventures together. On what map first, I have no idea. I think I will be posting a vote at some point on the page for you guys to see if you've got any preferences to what map you want us to start on. I know there are a lot of updates since we've played it, because we stopped quite a while ago because, life. The end. So that life got in the way a little bit. But we are dead excited to be sorting that out, because we all desperately want to get back to our Ark adventures and get back on that, and we really like stopping to smell the roses and have some fun and whatnot. So I really look forward to that. We will be going back with Nitrado because it seems to be the sort of more reliable service and still quite popular by what I've been reading on Facebook and on the net as well. So again, anybody who's interested in joining me, Jambo, if you're interested in joining us on Ark on the Xbox One, you are most welcome. Most welcome. I was going to come out with something else then, but I stopped myself. PG. But yes, Jambo, you'd be more than welcome to join us on Ark. It would really be good to have you there if you can play it. So the entire team is there as well. But other than that, there's not a great deal going on. I've got some more Saints and Sinners coming out on Friday. Slightly more interesting this time, as I got myself into a little bit of trouble a few times, because I fancied myself as a sniper or a Robin Hood with a bow and arrow. And remembering that I'm playing with the PSVR, and it's complex motion detection, where it leaves a lot to be desired, I have to admit, compared to what I've seen with things like the Vive and the Index and whatnot, and even Oculus, because you've got sensor stations on the PSVR. All you've got is the singular camera, like I'm speaking to here. You've got a singular sensor camera, and so trying to figure out the best way of doing things with that when you're trying to double hand a rifle or do the bow and arrow is really frustrating, and trying to aim is something else as well. So I got myself into a wee bit of trouble, and it was funny for me. I was laughing off camera because it was just the amount of times I died. It was comical, to say the least. But you will see that on Friday. Saints and Sinners are coming Friday. I will be doing another episode of Black Mesa. I think in the months to come now, I'm going to start trying to kick things up a notch. What with the Ark series going to be starting sometime soon in the next month or so. We've got to sort everything out and get ourselves organising what we're going to do with Ark between us, and who's going to be there as such before we start, because I don't want to start half-cocked and knowing who's going to be there, who's not going to be there, who's going to be involved and whatnot. So we will be getting that sorted over the next month, but over the next few months I want to start kicking things up a notch and really get the content coming for you guys, and really give you a wider variety of content, as you will see when I do my collaboration with my new friend AJ Faz 1984. But for me, I've waffled on for long enough. Thanks for listening to me. Don't forget to smash that like button for me, and hit the subscribe button, and share it with all your gamer friends who you think might enjoy watching my content. Maybe not watching me waffle on for about 15 minutes, but maybe enjoy some of the content I post. And if you have any requests for things you want to see me play, don't be afraid. And again, leave me some comments on my gameplay posts. You won't offend me if you don't think I'm very good. That just means I have to work harder. Okay? So don't forget, like, subscribe, share, and comment. Thanks for listening, guys, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye!